If this reading came across your page, it may be for you. SpongeBob shirt for effect. If anything I say here in a few minutes gives you some sort of feel, some sort of vibe, just stick around. There's a message for somebody here. If you are somebody who has been given a second chance at something, with this, and I got the elf cards because I had to, with this Jack of Wands here, this is not something new to you, but it is still new, because when I have playing cards like this, I combine the page and the knight into the Jack, and I get more of a vibe of, this is not your first rodeo, but it's like your third, or your second even. This is something that you've been given a second chance at, and you are ready to go, willing to go, and before you kind of, with this opportunity, you wielded your power wrongly. You used it wrongly. You were felt to be given a little bit of power or a little bit of something that you wanted, and it kind of made other things blow up and get out of control. Okay, that's you. This is more about teamwork, though. Okay, God, teamwork. And then we got the Two of Cups here, and I saw the Two of Cups in another deck when I was shuffling. Teamwork is the key. Okay, if you have some of the answers, that's fine. You can go up to somebody and say, hey, I have some of the answers, but I don't have all the answers, and I think you have the answers that I don't have. But whatever you do, the point of this message is to let you know, do not get lost, do not get sucked into this hole of despair, or for some of you, it's going to be the litany of choices that you have and avenues you need to take and ways you need to go. Don't get paralyzed there by indecision either, okay? It's time for you to draw some boundaries. So with the Oracle of Play and Secrets, this is, I'm pretty sure it's Oracle of Play. Yeah, it's Oracle of Play, and that's what I interpret as a facade, everything else. You need to draw boundaries with yourself and how you interact with the world. So we've got grains here. This does, of course, because it's something that you've had a second chance with. It has to do with your work. It has to do with something that you put time into. And it's definitely a chance that you've been asking for with this whiner over here. But then we've got prospering and healing. Okay, so this is, look, we got prospering and healing. So this is another chance for you. You know what you need to do, and you can do it. You just need to get over those humps of paralyzation with indecision. But we have the Alleyway Tarot here. I'm going to see if I can get a little bit more in-depth for some of you guys. If any of that resonated, go ahead and like, follow, share. If it sounds like somebody you know, not quite you, but somebody you know, go ahead. I have to let this dog out. Hold on. So let's see. I've got the Alleyway Tarot here to see if what you need to know, and Scorpio. So Scorpio is a card of somebody who does give, but it's also somebody that can tend to hurt. And with the Two of Whips here, and it seems like I keep getting these people, my collective is just people that are hurting everybody, whether they know it or not. Yeah. So you have Scorpio, so be mindful of when you get into this scenario where you've been before and you know you've reacted a certain specific way, watch out for that reaction. Yeah, you've got the Seven of Wands underneath the Jack as well. So the Seven of Wands is, what is the Seven of Wands? It's knowing that you're right, standing in conflict still, but you have the higher ground for me for this card. And then you have the Two of Cups underneath that, which is can be another card of choice, but also working together. So again, like I said, make sure if you need to work, Knight of Pentacles. And as I was saying, working together, we get the Knight of Pentacles. Now this Knight does represent a person. This person takes a long time to show up. I don't know if they get lost. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're picking, like, learning themselves along the way, and then by the time they get to you, they're fucking ready to 10 toes in, you know? But that is somebody who is on their way to you, and they are a very, very steadfast, helpful friend. So this could be telling you to just go as you go, do as you do, and when you meet this person, then you can start to open up a little bit, work together, ask their advice, get them to weigh in on some things. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups just flew out and landed right on top of that Knight of Pentacles. This is a brand new emotional journey, a new connection for you. Now, it doesn't have to be love. It doesn't have to be the... This can just be straight up, do we just become best friends? Yup. That's what the Two of Cups could be as well, or the Ace of Cups could be as well. It's a new friendship, a new emotional connection. So keep an eye out for this person. Don't shy away from any... Trust your gut, because I don't want to say don't shy away from it if you get bad vibes. If you get bad vibes, that might be a lesson for you to help you become the Knight of Cups. What you shouldn't, show you what you shouldn't do, what you shouldn't be. But I'm not getting that. Just don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Don't be afraid to connect, and don't be afraid to... I mean, if you want to, hold some shit back for sharing at a later date, you know? But don't Okay, so this person is coming in to help you with, we have Cancer. These are two, and this usually doesn't happen. We have two astrology booster pack cards. Now this is Cancer, is somebody who leans in and helps. That is this, with this Ace of Cups following the Knight of Pentacles. This Knight of Pentacles coming in to help you is going to bring you a brand new emotional connection. And with this Cancer card here, it's going to be a very, I don't want to say validating, because that has the wrong connotation. A very grounding acceptance. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be a very grounding emotional acceptance of you as you are, who you are. But this is Ophiuchus. Now this is, I don't put Ophiuchus in when I do astrology. I barely do astrology though. So, but this card is a card of somebody who is coming in. They want what they want. They know what they want. When they don't get it, they tend to throw fits. But along with this Scorpio card, I think this is somebody like your spiritual soul family coming in, because like with the Scorpio card, somebody who wants to help themselves. But both of them can deal with venom. This one stings a little bit. This one can teach you how to handle being stung inadvertently, or when you inadvertently sting somebody else. This Ophiuchus card is somebody who helps you handle venom, whether that's coming from you to somebody else, coming from somebody else to you, okay? So this Knight of Pentacles has something to teach you. You have to connect with this person. I mean, you don't have to, because it's free will and all, but it's looking like it's in your best interest, okay? The moon. Oh, okay. So we got the moon, the Queen of Flytraps, and the Shock Jock. So the moon, this moon is specifically like, yes, look and wish upon the moon all you want, but at some point you're going to have to realize that it is a rock in space. In a perspective, it is a rock in space. And that perspective helps you move about in this physical reality a little bit more. So dream on the moon, wish for it all you want. But I think in going after it with this Queen of Flytraps here and the Shock Jock over there, if you're not careful with this, if you blow this up too much, if you don't see this for what it is and start being able to discern reality from the fantasy that you wish it was, there's going to be some problems with this Queen of Flytraps here. This is a queen who strangles what she loves. This is a queen who loves it so much that she squeezes it to death. Like when I was little, I had a duck. I had a little duckling. I don't know how long I had it. Not that long. Because apparently I was carrying it around by the neck, and I carried it so tightly because I loved it so much that I killed it. That's what this is. This Queen of Flytraps. This is loving something so much. And with the Shock Jock, I think, I'm going to pause before I say anything. Hold on. The fact that the Queen of Flytraps came out with the Shock Jock is a card of somebody who doesn't really take anything seriously. They don't take a lot of things seriously. And they tend to make everything a joke, and it can come off as like flippant, don't give a fuck. I almost said narcissist, but that's not it. What is the fucking word? Nihilist. That felt good. It's like a nihilistic attitude, and you're holding on to it because it gets you what you want, but then you don't notice that you end up changing the things that you want. And then we had two more cards come out off of that, which is the Sun and Leo. Be yourself. Be proud of who you are. You don't need to be this nihilistic, embarrassed of everything, or embarrassed of certain things, parts about you thing. This card, this Sun card, is the happiest card in the deck. And the fact that it came out with Leo, like Leo and the Sun card both coming out, be proud of who you, remember who you are, my son. It's that vibe, right? It's straight up fucking Lion King. Lion King. You have to get back to who you are and remember who that is, and then put all of your energy into being that. It's like the same message I get almost every time, so I don't know which one of you fuckers isn't listening. But I'm tired of giving this message, so let's make some progress, huh? Accept yourself. Love you. If there are parts of you that you don't like, that's fine. Not everything about you has to be perfect. It doesn't make you shit, and it doesn't make other people shit for calling it out. Those are some of the best friends you fucking have, is when they tell you little bullshit is not good. No bueno. Yeah, you have got to just sit in your king energy. What was I saying? The Lion King. This is the King of Hearts. This is sitting in your energy, knowing you have everything because you are you. And while you may have lost sight of that, you still have everything. It's not too late. Nope. Oh, 3 of crayons. Create. Now is the time to create. Now, I'm going to see if anything else comes out before I say what I think it's going to say. You get the King of Hearts and the 3 of crayons. What else? I need more definition on this on these crayons, please. The Alley Man. got an Alleyman. Alleymans, in any of the Alleyman decks, I take Alleymans because the definition is written that way for most of them, as a very, very important message is here for somebody. I haven't before thought that maybe there's a message, that maybe it's telling me there's a message here for somebody, and I'm not quite getting it out the right way. And I want to say that this reading is for somebody, but the whole thing is not going to fit for you. But it's very important that you hear that. Apples might be significant. Yeah. But there is, with this call to create, pay attention to what you're creating. This Three of Crayons is a card of creation, but the fact that we have the Alleyman and the Four of, I don't know if I can show that. Yeah, there's no titties. With the Alleyman and the Four of Discs here, this is something foundational to you. With the Four of Discs, this is something you need to learn how to create yourself. I don't know if it's creating your own foundation. I don't know if it's, I did see the Six of Cats though, and that Six of Cats is a card of self-care. So I think it's just creating you, finding the parts of you that were lost. Or not lost, the parts of you that you hid or shoved away. You need to get back to that, open them up, and create from there. The Tower, yeah, you need to basically burning down everything that is not you. Everything that you thought you had to be, to do, to show, to say, to feel, to be accepted, not alone, funny, what have you. It's going to fit for different people. I'm not getting all the same feeling. I'm getting all kinds of different all over the place. So it's going to be different for either of you, or for any of you. But whatever you haven't wanted to carry, whatever you thought was necessary to carry. If you feel like you can drop it, drop it. And get back to who you are at the base. Sit on your own throne. Ace of Skulls, a creation of self. That's straight up what this is. You don't have to be the clothes on your back, the things you wear, the things you say, feel, and do, but you can be. It is up to you. It is a card of creation. It is, but this isn't just you can be whatever you want. This is, use your discernment. Find out what is you. What is part of you. And what you have adopted. In the need to feel like you're surviving, getting along, getting up, getting better. And we just had a card come out, but oh, there we go. Okay, coming out. Death coming out, and Pisces. Might be a Pisces for some of you. But we've got Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This is being your own energy, taking control. You've got the King of Hearts, the Queen of Wands, and then Pisces and coming out. This coming out is straight up changing you. It's death change. And you can see in this, cutting one thing away to reveal another. It is change. Cut away the things that you don't need, the things that aren't you. With this Pisces card, I'm gonna have to look it up, but Pisces is connected. Pisces is they are seen constantly as the tie, the High Priestess, the High Priestess, the Hierophant, between the physical, the spiritual, and the physical. They're that tie. They have one foot in either side, right? You know what you need to do, and you know that there are parts of you, that's what this is, that's why they came out together. You know that there are parts of you that need to change. Not all of it needs to get thrown away, trashed, reimagined, what have you. It's parts, okay? There are parts of you that people don't understand, and you hid those away. Now is the time to bring them out and get rid of the parts of you that you thought you needed to survive. You no longer need those with this Queen of Wands here on the bottom of the deck. You are passion, you are energy, you are action. You are your own sun. It is time for you to be your own sun. You need to find the joy in your life. But on top of that, with this person, I want to see, and I've got my Oracle, I've just pulled the Oracle of Plain Secrets. I want to see if this person is meant to be a lesson for you or if they are meant to help you. Because that Knight of Pentacles is the most steadfast friend in the deck. This Knight of Pentacles is. They come, they help, they stay. They don't leave, usually. So, the fact that it is Knight of Pentacles, they aren't really going anywhere. I want to know how you're going to know them. How are you going to know this Knight of Pentacles? If you don't already. Some of you might know this person already. And know they are on the way back to you. After doing some work, I'm hearing. So how will the other ones know who this person is? My decks get mad at me sometimes when I don't use them enough, and then they won't flip. I'm sorry. Please, what do they need to know? How will they know this person? gonna go one more. And if I don't get anything, we're taking bottom of the deck. How would they know this person? Sevens are also gonna be significant for you. And possibly SpongeBob. You motherfucker. Oh, there we go. Legislation. Okay, so with this legislation card, this is a card of, we did have the boundaries card too. When I say draw boundary, the symbol, you're about to, you know what I'm talking about. There is something here that you are being asked to do, and you're being asked to do it in a way that is unnatural to you, but a way that suits society, or somebody who is fixed that they can set laws and rules for you. If that is you, super easy. You just need to break down this barrier. Not so easy. If it is somebody else, you are going to have to, with this, the Wander Home and the generations underneath it, and unravel. You might have to let go of this friendship, or whatever it is that this person is telling you. You have to be this way, you have to do it this way. It doesn't have, they're not right. They're saying that you have to do this because of their own bias, because of their own fear, because of their own experiences. You don't have to do that. It's 100% up to your free will. Now with this Wander Home card, the symbol is a card of knowing. With this Wander Home card is daily rituals and generations, and then unravel behind it. So I think what you need to do is talk to this person. They might have some trauma that's tying into how they see things, and it's affecting how they judge you as well. So I wouldn't be too upset if that doesn't work out. They have lessons they need to learn, and that's not your emotional responsibility to help this person through these lessons if you don't feel it. You have free will. You do not have to take on that burden. But I will say they are in your life for a reason, and you are being shown this person in this way, in the way they think, for a reason. And I'm talking to you for a reason. Okay? So, you might have to, with that relationship, any relationships of people that are telling you that you cannot change this aspect of yourself because it's good, or, excuse me, you cannot change this aspect of yourself, you need to find out why they're saying that. Is it because it's actually good for you? This is where that self-analysis is really going to come in crucial. If you know it's not good behavior that you are trying to change, and you're talking to these friends about it, and they're saying, no, you should definitely, that's fine, that's not a problem. Ask them why, and then tell them, well, I think it's a problem because this, and this. And if you have a conversation with them and further go into it in depth, you might find out you don't necessarily need these people around if they're going to think in the seamstress. Yeah, you can't fix you can't just fix people. Sometimes people leave because they need to. They leave because they need to heal with the seamstress right here. Holy fuck. Literal chills. So if they are going to leave, let them go. That's not, your goal is not to follow them. Your goal is to figure out who you are and strengthen that. You need to strengthen that, because when you get people like this that come by and they need healing, if you're not strong enough to recognize more toxic behavior patterns and more, I don't want to say leeching, but leeching. It's a siphoning of your energy, your time, your attention, your thought, all that. Which, I mean, it can be worth it if that's the way you want to go and that's the route you want to use. But a lot of times when you see that, some people they'll get into relationships where they have to constantly maintain a balance, and that constant maintenance drains them as well, along with the person that they're with. So make sure that you're not being drained. But the key to that, like I've been saying, is knowing who you are. You have got to figure it out. You can't just parse pieces and say, oh, that's who I am. It rings hollow, especially to people that can tell. Certain people can tell when somebody is being fake and not real. And that it has a very, very hollow feeling, and it's noticeable. Be yourself, whatever that is. If you find that things don't mesh, you can just tweak it a little bit, okay? We've got T-Home on the bottom. Fix it and keep going, okay? Fix it and keep using it. Use it in a different way if you need to. But fix it and keep moving. I hope this helped. You got it? Merry Christmas. I love you.